So we are all vibes here all the time, so it would make sense that my reviews are that way as well. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is April and I have new videos every Monday and Friday here on my channel, Happily Ever April. So I started thinking a little bit more critically about how I rate and review books, but not so much. Like, my star rating is definitely still based on vibes, but my reviews that I write, I needed to make them a little bit more so I could actually remember what the heck I read during the month when I do these wrap-ups on YouTube. So we'll get into the star rating first, and then I'll let you know how I actually review books so I can A, remember them, and B, especially if I am writing a review for an arc, make it a little bit more in depth so I know, looks like I know exactly what I'm freaking talking about. Because if I write a review that is just like, yeah, cool story, bro, 4 stars, that is not helpful to anyone, including me. So let's get into it. First, we'll go with star rating. So how I do my star rating is I do the classic 5 stars. My 5 stars is not necessarily the best book that I've ever read and I will remember it for the rest of my life. No. Because to be honest, I don't remember anything for the rest of my life. My brain fails me so many times. My 5 star is just that, did this book give me exactly what it was selling? If it is selling me a rom-com, is the romance good? Is the comedy good? Yes. Did I have any problems with it? No. Then we're good. It's a 5 star. I may be very generous in my 4 and 5 stars, but that's just how I vibe. If I can't find anything wrong with it and it didn't bother me anymore, 5 stars. Good to go. Done. Boom. My 4 stars are like, yeah, this is a really solid, good book. I may have 1 or 2 things wrong with it, but otherwise I had a good time reading it. All vibes, all the time. 3 stars, very middling book. I kind of didn't like a lot of things, but it was still a good book. I still finished it all the way through. 2 stars, didn't like it at all. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Don't plan on reading it again. Lucky that I finished it. I never rate things 1 star. Never. I have never given anything a 1 star, and I don't plan on to. I don't plan on doing that because if anything is in the 1 star territory, I just DNF it. I'm just done with it. And also my DNFs, I do want to clarify that they aren't all bad books. Sometimes I get very triggered by things, especially when it deals with anxiety or maybe something is making me have anxious feelings. I have general anxiety disorder, so I just don't like having those feelings when I'm trying to escape in books from them. So I happily DNF books all the time. And I don't normally rate DNFs, but I will if I make it through a considerable portion of the book. I think I've rated maybe 1 or 2 DNFs throughout my time, but most of them are going to be unrated. So how I review books, and this is mainly for arcs that I get for NetGalley, because those specifically I think are more deserving of my time to review. Since they gave me the book, why not? Give them my opinion. They asked for it. Okay, they asked for it. And what I like to start off with is just a very brief synopsis in my own words, probably like 2 or 3 sentences of what happened in the book or what's happening in the book. And then I like to go into tropes. I try to list all the tropes that I know of from that book or the ones that I at least enjoyed from that book. So after the tropes, I go into what worked for me. And this is where I get to gush about the book. I get to say everything I liked about the book, and sometimes I can ramble on. I do try to keep it brief, but you know, sometimes we're wordy. And then right after that, I say what didn't work for me. Any constructive criticisms that I had about the book. Sometimes it's too long, or sometimes the characters didn't grow enough, or I didn't feel it enough, or something like that. It could be minor, it could be major. It all depends. And then I like to round out the review by saying why I think you all should read the book. And this is where, again, I get to gush about the book and what might you like about it as well. So yeah, this is a short and sweet video. Star rating vibes, review rating, just enough to make me remember what the heck the book is about. So if you have an interesting star rating on how you review books, please let me know, because I'm very curious about how everybody reviews books. I think it's very interesting, and we all have to realize that reviews are subjective. People's opinions are subjective, and that's okay. It's totally okay. You read the books you like, and you don't read the ones you don't want to. And I love that about this community. We all know that. So anyways, you all have a wonderful day, and yeah, have a great time. Bye.